This is the first session of sociology. To start, we need to first define the term. What do I mean by sociology? It's the scientific study of social structure. What do I mean by social structure, or what is social structure? It refers to the patterned ways in which people interact in social relationships. In other words, it's the human social life, groups, and societies. Now, last year you took psychology. Psychology was mainly concerned with what? Grade 12.
The study of human behavior.
The study of human behavior. We were concentrating on human behavior. Reasons. Why did people act in a certain way? In sociology, it's different. We're not concerned of why did people act this way, but we're concerned of how did they act? What's the interaction or the patterned ways in which people interact together? I'm not interested about the personal motives that made the person do a certain action. I'm interested in the action itself, action between people and each other in the society. Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Perspective is another word that we use for point of view. Our own attitudes and beliefs are determined by our perspectives. If you have a certain point of view toward a person, toward an idea, you act the same way. If you, for example, have a negative point of view or perspective about electronics, then you will tend to avoid any electronics. This is perspective. This is point of view. Now, why we are discussing perspective? So again, we can differentiate that psychologists and sociologists, they have different perspectives. Psychologists, they study the human behavior or the personal perspective, while sociologists, they care about the societal or the social perspective. So comparison between sociology and psychology, is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear
Yes,
for
yes.
everyone? If I ask you to differentiate between sociology and psychology, can you do that?
Miss, can you repeat
Repeat what?
difference between sociology and psychology?
Sociology from the word society. We're not interested about the personal motive of an action that you did. We're interested about the type of interaction that you did. Okay, there's a certain action that you did. If I'm a sociologist, I'm interested of this action. The relationship between you and the person you're dealing with, the type of action. If I'm a psychiatrist or a psychologist, I care about the personal motives. Why did you do that? What made you do that? Sociology, we only care about the social perspective. How did you do that? And with whom did you do that? Clear?
Clear.
Okay, move on. Again, we're continuing, we're saying that psychologists, they're interested in the particular action of the humans, while the sociologists, they do not focus on individuals, they focus on the sociological perspective. They focus on the society. Yes.
Sorry, but
PowerPoint
I
is
can't
ready.
see anything.
The PowerPoint is what?
The screen is black. I can't see anything.
Did you see the first slide?
I saw it, but I can't see anything now.
Can you see it?
It's back.
I see the first slide.
لا أنا عندي موجودة عادي.
I think it's the connection. If some of you can see it or some of you not, then maybe it's
ما عندي
أنا
موجود.
شايفة دلوقتي أول سلايد لكن بعد ده ما كنتش شايفة.
Hassan, can you leave and come back?
أوكي صح.
عملت كده.
Okay. Now, sociological perspective, we said that perspective is a point of view. So it's a point of view that focuses on the social and group level, not individual concerns. This is again repetition. We're saying that when we focus on sociology and society, we do not focus on individuals. I'm concerned about the society. I'm concerned about the people. I do not care about personal levels, personal actions. Okay? Why do we study sociology? Because it helps us understand how individuals are influenced by the society and culture. When you studied psychology, you understood the personal motives, the reasons of why people behave in certain ways. In sociology, we understand how can the society and the culture affect people to act in a certain way. So again, the continuation of comparison between sociology and psychology, is it clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now, your books, please. Remember when I asked you to get your books on page 5?
Page 5.
Yes. Now, can you please open the books on page 5? As we defined, we said that sociology investigates the human social behavior and it differentiates it from other social sciences. On your book, do you all have your book or the page itself? You will find a big table that says the definition of the science and comparing it with sociology. So, sociology is the main part. We're comparing it to the other different sciences. You have anthropology, economics, history, human geography, political science, and psychology. On the first column, you will find description or definition. The definition of anthropology, the definition of economics, the definition of history, human geography, political science, and psychology. On the third column, or the last one, you will find comparing the science with sociology. So in the third box, you were comparing anthropology to sociology. We're comparing economics to sociology. We're comparing history to sociology. Do you all have the page in front of you?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Forget about the description or the definition. This is most probably clear for all of you. I need you to read the last column, like quickly, skim through it, which is the comparison between sociology and the other social sciences. And tell me, do you understand it or is there anything that I need to clarify? You can take exactly 5 minutes.
بس ممكن حضرتك
Let's
تقولي تاني أنهي واحد؟
to
Do you have the table in front of you?
Yes.
The table is divided into 3. The name of the science,
أيوة.
definition of the science, we'll compare it to sociology. Yes? Read the last
أيوة.
part اللي هو comparing anthropology to sociology. Difference between economics and sociology. Read the whole last column and tell me, is there anything that you do not understand?
ماشي يا مس.
Miss Manna,
Yes.
my sound keeps like malfunctioning every 10 minutes. I'm not absent.
It's okay. Yes, I got your message now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Nada, did you hear the last part that I said on page 5?
Yes, I'm reading.
Okay.
مس
Yes.
في الجزء بتاع الايكونومكس
Mhm.
بيقول إن sociologists share interest in how and why people and groups make certain economic decisions.
ماشي. يعني let's
Yeah,
say you're going to take a loan from the bank. Okay? If I'm a sociologist, I need to see what are the social purposes or the social reasons of why did you go to the bank to take a loan. Clear? I'm concerned with the society. Do you need it because, okay, the reasons, the societal reasons. If I'm an economist, I will study how will your loan affect the economy. I do not care about the social reasons. I do not care, was it, for example, peer pressure? You found that your friends have money, so you need money. I do not care about the society reasons. I care about how is your loan going to affect the economy, money-wise, business-wise. Clear?
اوكي بس السوسيولوجي بتقول يعني how يعني why did we make the check ولا ايه مش فاهم قوي يعني.
Sociology comes from the word what, Peter? Society, right? So I
Okay.
need to know what are the reasons of the society that pushed you to make this action اللي هو taking the loan. Economically بقى, I need to see when you took this loan, how did you affect the economy? How did you affect the bank? Are you going to start a business? This is a good thing for the economy. Are you going to take it and buy a car? This is also good for the business, which is good for the economy. I will study it from the economical point of view. I do not care
Okay.
about the social reasons. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. What about the rest?
Yes.
Yes, A. What about the rest? Do you have any questions? Are you reading?
I don't.
Percent question or are you reading?
No, I finished. I don't have any.
Okay. Yusuf, do you have any questions?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
لا.
Dahruk, do you have any questions?
No, yes. تمام.
So if I asked you, you're going to answer?
إن شاء الله.
Inshallah. Hamid,
تمام يا مس.
any questions?
لا.
Guys, you're done with page 5?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yes.
Move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, going back to sociologists, there's a certain rule called the general in the particular. Let's take a look at the following cases or examples. A young man who joins a gang in the street. A toddler. Do you all know what's a toddler or who's a toddler? Grade 12.
مش منى هون ممكن
young
أخرج وأدخل
a
تاني
young
عشان
child.
لا خلاص باين.
What's wrong?
A young child.
A
young child.
a young child.
A toddler.
Oh, a toddler, yes. Under the age of 3. Any child under the age of 3
مثلا
is a toddler.
الشاشة سوداء عندي.
Leave and يعني
أخرج وأدخل
leave
تاني يا
and
أحمد.
come back.
طيب خلاص.
Okay. So the 3 cases: a young man joins the gang, a toddler cries because the parents are leaving, and a teen commits suicide. Remember what we took about sociologists and psychologists, and everyone studies the situation in a different perspective. Can you tell me from the first case, a young man joins a gang in the street, how would a psychologist study this case different than a sociologist? Who can answer, please?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you see the first case?
No.
We have 2 people studying this, the case itself of the young man joining the gang. Okay? Tell me, how would it differ? If you're a psychologist, what would you study? Or what would you investigate? If you are a sociologist, what would you investigate?
A psychologist would
بس
study
ممكن أقول
why he
Okay.
joined the gang.
I would appreciate if you raise your hand, just like the 4 who raised their hands. Let's start with Myrna.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So a psychologist would see the emotional side of the young man. Like he'll question why he did that through the perspective of the own young man.
Okay.
But a sociologist will see the other factors, the social factors. Like for example, if he has some bad friends who told him about this gang, or like pressured him to join the gang, or yeah, basically that's
Excellent.
what I.
Okay. Anyone has anything else to add to the answer? No? Okay. Mirna said the first one correctly, which is they will study one, the social reason, and the other one, the psychological reasons. The same goes for the two other cases. With the toddler, a psychiatrist or a psychologist would study why is the baby crying, what are the reasons, whereas the sociologist would study what are the reasons that forced the parents to leave the baby. Okay, what are the society reasons that forced the parents to leave the baby? Do you get it? Not the psychological ones, not why the baby is crying. Grade 12, do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Is it clear so far the difference between psychology and sociology?
Yes.
What we just did
Yes.
is
Yes.
known as the general in the particular. What does this phrase mean? It means that there's a certain situation. Okay, a young man joins a gang in the street. This is a very particular situation. This is a private situation that focuses on one young man who joins the gang. As sociologists, we take this particular situation, but we study and investigate the general societal reasons that led to this situation. Who doesn't understand? Repeat again.
Yes, please.
These three cases in front of you, these three examples in front of you, did it happen to a whole society?
No, a particular.
It happened to one young man, it happened to one toddler, it happened to one teen, right?
Yes.
So it's a particular situation. It's a private situation. Okay?
Okay.
As sociologists, what do? We take this particular situation. I will investigate this particularly young man, this toddler, this teen, and I will go and investigate and study all the general societal reasons that led to this action. I am interested in the general reasons, the general conditions, the general societal issues that led to this particular situation. Do you get it?
Yes.
Who doesn't
Yes.
get it?
بس ممكن حضرتك تعيدي تاني؟
Summer, صح? Okay. Summer, you changed the school. ماشي? This is a particular situation that happened with you.
أيوه.
So what I will do is, as a sociologist, I will go look at the general reasons, the societal reasons that made you change schools.
Change the school.
I took one situation that happened to you as a private person in particular, but I will study the general reasons. I will not study your psychology. I will not study your personal feelings. I will study all other external, societal, general reasons that caused you and your parents to take such decision. Do you get it? Samar. Okay, till Samar answers. Do the rest of you get it?
Yes.
The general in the
Yes.
particular, we're
Yes,
taking a
miss.
particular situation, but we're studying the general reasons. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. I will stop here for today so that you do not get mixed up. But what I need you to do is to go back, read sociology, the definition, read the difference between sociology and each other science, and read sociological perspective and the rule of general in particular. Okay?
شكرا يا مس، معلش النت قطع.
It's okay. ماشي. Tomorrow I will continue the rest of the lesson, and on Thursday we will have a worksheet in front of us with different cases, and I will tell you, I will ask you, for example, in this case, tell me what would happen if an economist studied it, or if a psychiatrist studied it, or if an anthropologist studied it. Okay, so you need to make sure that you understand the whole part. Clear?
ماشي. اوكي.
Okay? And
Okay.
please tell the ones who did not attend to attend, because your absence is counted.
Okay.
اوكي.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
باي.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.